What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Since getting released alongside Lightfall, there have been a number of changes to the best methods Guardians can take to acquire and farm the weapons from Neomuna and their red border counterparts. The methods that worked seasons ago just aren't efficient anymore. So today we're going to go over an updated guide to help all of the new and returning Guardians quickly collect these awesome weapons. There are 8 total weapons from Neomuna: the Synchronic Roulette, the Circular Logic, the Dimensional Hypotricoid, the Basso Ostinato, the Volta Bracket, the Iterative Loop, the Philotactic Spiral Pulse Rifle, and the Round Robin Hand Cannon. The Basso Ostinato, the Dimensional Hypotricoid, and the Synchronic Roulette are the only 3 that cannot be crafted. Each craftable weapon requires the discovery of 5 red borders before its weapon pattern will become unlocked. To help you quickly obtain these, we've broken down the best methods of collecting these weapons and their red border versions into 2 categories: repeatable methods and non-repeatable methods. Let's first talk about the non-repeatable methods. Assuming you have 3 different characters, you will be able to complete the Lightfall campaign 3 separate times to receive at least 1 guaranteed red border each time. After completing the Lightfall campaign, Nimbus will provide you with a side quest titled From Zero. This can be completed on each of your characters. This sends you through a series of short missions that will reward you with red borders of each of the craftable weapons. But completing these side quests on all 3 characters will certainly eat up a good chunk of time. Now let's talk about the repeatable methods, and there's several different activities on Neomuna, but only a few of these will be a reliable source to farm for these red borders. The first of which is heroic patrols. These patrols are not as common as your standard ones. They have a gold icon and typically require a bit more effort, but by completing these, you have a very high chance of receiving a red border in the process. To maximize your efforts, grab a friend and split up. Go to different areas and continue to grab the quick and easy patrols that only require kills until those heroic patrols pop up. And while you're completing these patrols, keep an eye out for public events, because heroic public events will be your next best source to farm for red borders. Every single public event has a heroic modifier that just needs to be triggered. The Vex Conflux requires you to lock down the 3 different plates before becoming heroic. The Cabal Drill will require you to destroy all 3 vents, and the Cabal Extraction will require you to destroy the Thresher that comes in midway through. Additional sources to obtain red borders will be completing the weekly legendary Lightfall missions. You have a small chance of receiving red borders through Nimbus rank ups, so be sure you grab bounties as you're completing patrols and public events. The Hall of Heroes weekly challenge can also provide red borders, but just like Nimbus, these are not a super reliable source. Vex Incursions and Terminal Overloads do provide very slim chances of rewarding red border drops, but these are far from efficient methods, especially after the terminal overload chests have been patched. With that being said, terminal overloads can be a great source to get random drops of the 3 non-craftable weapons. With the introduction of Deepsight Harmonizers, some of you may be wondering if it's worth investing these into the Neomuna weapons, and the answer is yes, if that is, you're only 1 or 2 patterns away from crafting any particular weapon. The Iterative Loop, the Round Robin, and Circular Logic are the 3 standout weapons that you should consider unlocking before the rest. You only receive 6 Deepsight Harmonizers each season, and that is only if you fully level up the paid season pass, so you should most certainly use these sparingly. And with that, we've come to an end of today's video on how new and returning Guardians can quickly and easily obtain and farm these Neomuna weapons and their red border counterparts, to which I wish you all the best of luck throughout the rest of this season and throughout next season. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and both really do help support the channel. As we move forward into future seasons in Destiny, things will likely change. So if there are any updates on how to quickly farm for these red borders, I'll be sure to update within this post down in the description or within the comments. And if you've got any extra tips to help your fellow Guardians, be sure to add those down below as well. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.